And welcome back. Last year, the National Fire Protection Association estimated that there were over 300,000 residential fires that year. Home fires are dangerous and devastating to everyone involved, but with the right safety precautions, many can be avoided. Ashley Kirkland joins us live from the Marquette Township Fire Department this morning with some fire safety tips for viewers. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Vicki. That's right. We're at the Marquette City Fire Department at station number 1 here in Marquette. And you mentioned before that over 300,000 residential fires happened in 2012 last year, and I just want to give you some other alarming numbers. In those fires, there were over 2,400 deaths, as well as 13,000 people were injured, and $7 million were lost in those fires. And I am joined right now by Captain Steve Hodgins from Marquette City Fire Department, and he's going to tell us a little bit more of what they have coming up for Fire Prevention Week next week. Captain Hodgins, thank you for being here. What started Fire Prevention Week?
Actually, Fire Prevention Week started back because of the Great Chicago Fire back in 1871. It was October 8th, and over 300 people were killed in that fire. And it took a while before the Fire Marshals Association started fire prevention. It took another almost 50 years. So in 1920, they started fire prevention, and it's been going ever since. And it's been during that time of the Great Chicago Fire of October 8th, during that week. So they always time it for that.
Okay. And I know you guys seen a lot of fires and devastation, and so you're doing your due diligence with Fire Safety Prevention Week this week. And I see we're standing in front of the mock home that you have set up here. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you guys will be doing and what we'll preview later on in the show?
Okay, this week we've gone out twice already with the Fire Safety House, and we go to all the elementary schools. It's for grades 2 and 3, and we'll be going out next week with it also. It's a great tool for us to teach kids how to escape from a fire, escape planning. It's just great to be able to take the kids in and give them an opportunity to, practice what we preach.
All right, thank you so much, Captain Hodgins. And Vicki, as you can see, we have Marquette's finest back there all ready to put out any fires that you guys will have, but hopefully that won't happen. But they're all ready to go, and we'll be back a little bit later, and Captain Hodgins is going to have me put out a fire. Good luck with that, and I'll take it back to you in the studio. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ashley. Next week is National Fire Prevention Week. Firefighters and local departments across the country are doing their best to teach people about fire safety. Ashley Kirkland this morning is at the Marquette City Fire Department with more on safety and prevention. I want to see her put that fire out. Ashley?
Good morning, Vicki. That's right. We're at the Marquette City Fire Department, and we are in their firehouse right now, which is a vehicle that they will take to 3 different elementary schools in Marquette City to teach children about fire safety and prevention. Now, right now, I am joined by 2 of the firefighters on duty tonight, firefighter Dustin Hennessy and firefighter Mike Gwynn. Can you tell us what are some of the first or the most important things about an escape plan?
It's really important to make sure that we have an escape plan in the home, just so that we can get out quickly and safely.
And once they do get out, just make sure to have a meeting place that everyone knows about.
Okay, and they're going to show us around the fire safety house, and just so you know, we're not watching cartoons back here, but this is an actual video that they'll be showing. Firefighter Gwen, can you tell us a little, or sorry, Firefighter Hennessy, can you tell us a little bit more about what you guys have set up here?
Well, what happens is we go to the school, we get the kids, we bring them out, we have them sit on the benches there in front of us. I briefly discuss and review the stop, drop, and roll. Matches aren't toys, they're tools, and also how to call 911. Which we also review later on. And then we jump into the movie here. We start showing them the movie. It's brief. It's about 10-12 minutes. And then after that, we start getting into some of the home health or home hazards that there are. As you can see here, we have kind of like a mock stove. We teach them with the pot handle, to make sure it's turned in. We got fake microwave here and a whole bunch of stuff in here that basically simulates the home hazards in the house. Okay, so we can kind of show them, visualize what we need to be careful with.
Okay, and you're going to walk us through the firehouse. What are you going to show us next?
Yep, right back here is where we bring about 5 to 6 kids back. We have them sit on the bench initially. I kind of explain to them that we are going to practice how to get out of a house safely. Make sure we're staying low, make sure we're checking the door for heat before we exit. We simulate them sleeping on the bed here, and then we have them, we start the smoke up, we set the fire alarm off, and then we watch them as they do what we've taught them to make sure that they're doing it calmly, doing it safely, but also doing it quickly at the same time. So as you can see here, once they do get off the bed, they crawl on the ground. This door is actually a special door. The actual handle gets warm. There's a little heater in there. We make sure that they use the back of their hand, run it up the door, and feel the door handle. Okay.
Like
once,
this.
yep. Once they know that it's warm, then they proceed and they find their second way out. It's very important to know a second way out just in case your initial way is blocked. Okay. So that's why we're stressing to them, make sure we know 2 ways out. Okay. That's kind of the theme of fire prevention every year. Which they proceed over here as there's smoke coming out. We have them open the window. And then there's an escape ladder if you're on a second story window. And then we have a firefighter outside that helps them get down.
Okay, and what's the next step that you'll show children?
The next step after that is once they go outside, we get all the kids together. We have a mock telephone outside that connects to somebody in here. And they actually call 911. We make sure that they know their address. We make sure they know what's going on. And we also make sure that they know that what 911 is for. Okay, it's to get the fire department there. Okay, so it kind of just gets them used to calling and knowing what information.
And what I see, we have the smoke coming here. What tips, and people are, typically worried about the fire, but the smoke is also a very big danger. What tips can you give children about not inhaling the smoke?
Well, if there is ever a fire in your house, we always stress stay low. Even when we're in a house, we stay low. That's where the good air is. Okay, that's where you're going to be able to breathe the longest.
All right, thank you so much, Firefighter Hennessy, and we will be back, Vicki, a little bit later. And like I said, I'm going to put out a fire. This is something that they're going to work with the older high school children to how to put out a fire. And before I die from smoke inhalation, I'll take it back to you in the studio. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette, TV6 News.
All right, thanks, Ashley. Going to stop, drop, and roll.
Welcome back, everyone. National Fire Safety and Prevention Week helps highlight ways to protect your family and home from a devastating fire. And TV6's Ashley Kirkland has been at the Marquette City Fire Department to show us some tips to prevent fires. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Greg. That's right. We're back here at the Marquette City Fire Department, and we're going to jump right to it because this time we're going to learn about fire extinguishers and how to actually put out a fire. Now, I am joined once again by Captain Hodgins, and he's going to tell us the difference between these two fire extinguishers. Can you tell us the difference between these?
Typically, that is a smaller fire extinguisher. You're going to find that residential, to have in your home. This is a little bit larger. This is a 10-pound extinguisher, which you'll find in your business, maybe that you work or industry, that type of thing. This is a dry chemical extinguisher. It'll put out 3 different kinds of fires, A, B, and C, which is ordinary combustibles, flammable liquids, and electrical fires. So it's a good common extinguisher to have.
Okay, and a little bit later you'll tell us about an event you guys are having, but now you are going to have me actually put out a fire that you guys started yourself over there.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Show me what to do.
Ready, Dustin? Yep.
Okay, first things first, obviously we're going to want to make sure 911 is called. Get us on the way just in case it does get out of hand. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to use the acronym PASS. Okay, to start out with the P, it's going to be pull the pin. Okay, there's a pin in the handle. That's what's going to make sure that it can engage. Go ahead and drop the pin. Okay, and then we're going to approach the fire. If you want to come on up and grab onto the fire extinguisher there.
Okay, I'll grab this. You want to take the mic for me?
Yep. Just don't squeeze that handle yet there. Okay, if you want to go ahead and approach, you want to be about 7 to 10 feet away. Okay, you want to aim at the base of the fire. Okay, go ahead and squeeze the handle and sweep back and forth. Very good. Okay, and now generally what we want to do is if it is a real fire and we are trying to extinguish it, we want to discharge the entire fire extinguisher. Okay, and then the last step is you never want to turn your back to the fire. You always want to back up, facing the fire at all times, just in case this does reignite. You're able to get away safely. And again, make sure 911 is called.
All right, thank you so much. And once again, like you said, one of the most important steps is to make sure that you never turn your back away from a fire because you want to make sure that it's fully extinguished. And I hope that children at home were able to learn a lot from this fire prevention exercise. And thank you so much to the Marquette City Fire Department and Captain Hodgins here. And I understand that you've made me an honorary fire person because
There you go.
All right, there you go, Greg. I'm an honorary firewoman today because I extinguished a fire. And tell us about the event that you guys have going on this Saturday.
Tomorrow is Saturday, and we have an event at the Harlow Park in Marquette, and all the fire trucks from around the county will be there. It's our static display and parade. It runs from 11 o'clock until 12:30. We have savings bonds we're going to give away, bicycles we're going to give away. There's cake, soda, for the kids, and a lot of fire trucks. And it's just a good event to come down and maybe visit your local fire department from the county and ask a lot of questions and bring a camera.
All right, thank you so much, Captain Hodgins. And I'll take it back to you in the studio, Greg. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette, TV6 News.